Oh, hello, guys. Hello. Good morning. Oh, all right. So, building a tree house yesterday. Apparently, got exposed to way too much wood, and my throat don't like it. Pretty sore today. Had to gargle with salt water, which is why I'm late. Um. So there you go. Yeah, Justin. Just either ditch it now or just hold on to it. I mean, I think it's got more to go. The whole market's got more to go. So, I mean, sometimes you just got to ditch something you just did. Um, you just keep that bigger picture in mind, Justin, of the virus, and it'll steer you to the right thing to do, which is usually not much right now. It's a bear market. We talk about follow through days. We have not had a follow through day. We just had nothing but distribution. So you need to keep all that in mind. And we're not, don't jump in early. You get hurt jumping in early. So, I mean, if you want to hold it for long term and don't care about 6%, that's fine. Um, what's up? That's a decision you got to make. But, yeah. All right. One thing interesting to note here that I was thinking about but hadn't talked at all about was how the futures market just has no volume, like it was a normal day. Um, I think that's very interesting. The only thing I can think about that would make that sensible would be that the futures traders aren't playing anymore. Not like really, they'll play a little bit, but see up here there was a tremendous amount of liquidation from positions probably, and then now everyone's basically flat and they're not doing a whole lot. And someone in the Slack chat room yesterday, see if I can find it. Hold on. I'm gonna spam chat with this. Oh, I can't. Never mind. My throat isn't doing very good. I'll just bring it in to the screen. Right here. I can't read it. You read it. All right, take that opportunity to wipe my nose. Ugh. So, so it basically says that there's not enough liquidity in the markets to keep us afloat during times like this. Not sure if that's true or bad, but or accurate or not. Be a better way to put it. UAL. You know, a name to buy, Home Depot. I think Home Depot is a name to buy. I was in Home Depot yesterday buying wood for the treehouse, and freaking thing was on fire. Ain't no thing there. Down about 34%. You know, I don't know. Let me ask him. My throat's in a bad spot, though. Cruise Airlines. Yeah. Companies go bankrupt fairly often. Not daily, I'd say, but usually by the time a company goes public, they're fairly stable. So it doesn't happen all the time, but I mean, it happens. Don't get me wrong, it happens. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the time to be repurchasing assets yet. That's all I know. It's just not the time. Usually a follow through day is a good signal. Usually you'll see some massive updates by our leaders. And right now our leaders being Amazon and Apple. Likely. And Microsoft. Somehow Microsoft. Amazon's up a bunch for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. Not yet, though. Not yet. In terms of bankruptcy, I mean, I guess if you want to short UAL into the floor, I doubt it. The government's going to step in. I'm not sure if they're going to own them. Like it's a Fannie and Freddie situation. I highly doubt it. They'll probably give them a loan like they did for GM. So let's look at GM during financial crisis. Oh, come on. Oh, they actually went bankrupt. Didn't they? I know Ford did. Well, Ford didn't. Sorry. I remember him being like $2 or something. Another one I wish I would have bought. Of course, you always wish you would have bought all of them. We are nothing before. Yeah, actually, maybe if you guys want to do me a favor, talk me out of refinancing my house so I can buy a bunch of stuff. Seriously. It's on the table right now, and I loosely gave myself today to make that decision. Because my general thought process, yeah, see, none of these are... Yeah, Justin, I'm thinking about it, dude. I'm thinking about it. I'm wondering if I'm missing something in the global market scheme, but I'm wondering if I'm missing something. Yeah, so here's Ford. See, Ford went down. Yeah, see, I think GM actually had to declare bankruptcy. Um, yeah, Ford went down to 99 cents. They didn't take any government money. They're one of the few. Wells Fargo was force-fed money like a goose, like a fadangua goose or whatever that thing that dish is called, fagua goose. Yeah, it's a good time to do something like that, Justin. I'm not quite ready yet though, but you could. I mean, yeah, these levels are really good, especially Tesla. I think these levels are fantastic. I was talking about 400 if you remember, and we're right back there next to the prior base. So, I mean, it's a thing. Now, Tesla apparently is shutting the Fremont plant. Thinking, what is this? Oh, yeah, shut up. Oh. Alameda County has declared Tesla an essential business. That's awesome. Huh. All right, so the plant's staying open, but people can stay home. Says Elon doesn't stop the stock from tanking, though. Good buying opportunity coming up. Qs are barely hanging on to positive territory. In a day when 10% swings is the norm, which is not normal, you got the NASDAQ basically barely hanging on to a positive day today. So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good names to be thinking about. In all honesty, though, looking at stuff, I'm really liking the TQQQ. I don't know, in terms of risk-reward ratio, it's 200% to the highs. I mean, I don't know, man. I almost want to start leveling in. But without a follow-through day, if you remember our last correction that we had here, we had 3 broken follow-through days on the way down. This fourth one finally worked. Maybe it was only 2 follow-through days. I don't know, but follow-through day there. I think it was a follow-through day there. And yeah, maybe it was 2, and the third one worked. Oh, hey, Rob. I'm done with it for right now. It's not working on Linux, and I'm not forcing it. So as soon as I got a lot of projects going on right now. Getting Windows on this computer is one of them. Then I'm gonna throw it back on there. Yeah, but all you got, if you really want to think of Swimrob, just open up a TD Ameritrade account. I don't even think you need to deposit any money. And then you just search Thinkorswim and you download it. Just make sure you're on Windows or Mac. But yeah, I think TQQQ would be at the top of my list. United Airlines when it comes back, but that's still in a really risky position. The airlines are looking for muted air travel into after the summer travel season. So that's pretty telling of how things are going right now. Obviously, it's down a tremendous amount as well. Apple, Amazon, all those traditional usual suspects, but we're not that you're not going to get quite the bump you are out of the TQQQ. You're only talking 36%. So the TQQQ is 200%. Although I do want to say this about the TQQQ, and yeah, that's a good way to look at it, Justin. I'm not mad at that stance at all, to be honest with you. I'm really not. I just think it's a little early. So we could find, I mean, we find ourselves 35% lower here. That's going to be a 10-15% haircut across the board likely. And a lot of stocks will underperform this. But the one thing that I did want to say in regards to the TQQQ here is that, and I'll go side by side just to show you, just a reminder, because I know some people aren't necessarily into this in the same way that I am. Okay, so here's the correction. Right? Right? Or is that the other correction? That's the other correction. Whoops. Okay. So here's the correction. If you notice on this chart, which is what? Okay, now I'm confused. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is the TQQQ. And those are the Qs. What I want you to notice is that those circles are akin to these circles. And what I do want you to notice is that we actually don't break the high until much later in the cycle, where this one breaks the high right here. This one doesn't. You see that? There's a gap there and a gap there. That is a function. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're freaking close. So this thing rallies up 33.57, 122. Your percentage is still fantastic. But look, you're off of the highs by a significant margin. It's hard to put them verbatim, but you see what I'm saying. So on the way back up, like say you never sold and then the market's at highs, you're not going to be back at highs. You're going to be a little bit lower. That has to do to the compounding effect, the daily compounding effect. So I just want to reiterate that 200% on the way back up, you may only get 190, 180% is if the market hits highs. So just keep that in mind. Interesting, huh? I'd say that's pretty interesting. So, but yeah, so the TQQQ, while as great as it is, isn't. Did we just undercut the lows? Oh, we did in the TQQQs. Ooh, man. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so keep in mind, just keep that in mind. That's all. Nothing crazy. But in reality, I mean, even Tesla, I like Tesla. I'm a Tesla fan. Oh, we're at 400 now. Yee. Wife should have listened to me. Even this is 138%. I don't know if, I can't say Tesla will or will not recover faster than the general NASDAQ. That's difficult to say. But as of right now, just in terms of percentages back to highs, that TQQQ, it is going to take longer. But keep in mind, some names are going to stay repressed for a while. Other names are going to be doing better. Like my throat's feeling a little bit better. How's GM doing? Oxy. How's oil doing? Let's take a look at some oil. Ooh, almost undercutting lows at 28. Eek. Let's look at the futures market generally. OJ's doing gangbusters, guys. Live cattle, feeder cattle, lean hogs. All doing good today. And the VIX. Damn. What's the short VIX ETF? Because this is the trade. Holy crap. Best VIX inverse ETFs. VIX short term ZTN. Yeah. Okay, there we go. S. This is probably even a better trade. This is just the trade on volatility. If we go from 10% days back down to 3% days, you're going to get a nice reduction in volatility. Oh, sorry guys. ZIV. EXIV. Okay, so these are going to be interesting ones. Let's check these guys out. SVXY. Okay. So this guy down here at 28, also looking at about 130% increase. But this is just the VIX, just volatility. Doesn't mean that the market has to rebound. It's just volatility. So if you're longing volatility, you'd be short this, which means you'd be going up. Next one is the ZIV. Appears to be a little less liquid. Still about 116% back up. EXIV. Holy bejesus. What is this? 500%? EXIV. Eurostoxx 50 futures contract. Oh. Wow. Based on VStocks. That is amazing. Yeah, sure, Justin. Midterm VIX, short-term VIX. Awesome. That EVIX is nuts. Wow, that is insane. I'm not quite sure ready to jump in that, but that's looking like you want to jump into that. Get yourself some 500%, although I don't know when we're going to go back to normal. I wonder what the holding cost of this is. That is a tremendous opportunity if that's real. Annual dividend yield expense ratio 1.4. Is that annual? Guys, this is big right here. EXIV. This is ZIV. I must have clicked on the wrong one. 6 from 50. Wow. Yeah, gold during this session. I don't know, Jake. Gold has sucked so far. I'm not a gold bug. Go find a gold bug that really is into gold and ask them that question. I mean, I think a lot of people would have thought that, and actually 50 said this, which I was kind of shocked. He almost admitted that he wasn't 100% perfect. He said that gold hasn't performed. Like he said, gold was built for times like this and it hasn't done it. So, trying to find it. Oh, him and Monkey going at it again. Anyway, he said something like that, and he's a gold bug. He's got a pretty big gold position, and yeah. Oh, he's still talking about getting in long gold though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a gold bug by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I guess it's still an underperforming asset from 160 to 136. I mean, I get it, but I, I don't get it. I don't get gold. I don't get its place in this economy. It makes no freaking sense to me. No, just say no to gold. I mean, we had a tradable rally in here. We traded the GLD. I think I got some. We found 3 times long ETFs. We took a huge lug out of it. It was fantastic. See ya, gold. Maybe we'll see you next year. Maybe we won't. But I don't know, man. I'm just so done. It's just, especially with what the Fed's doing with printing money and stuff, and it's supposed to cause inflation, and it's supposed to devalue the dollar, and it's supposed to do all that stuff. But then you get you get days like this in pandemic territory. I just can't trust that. If I can't easily logically figure out what the hell you're gonna do, why the hell am I even bothering? So I'm out of gold. Just out. Just makes no sense. Stocks have gone on massive tears. You got 3 times ETFs. Now you got 3 times ETFs in gold. That just means you got, clipped for 30% along with the best performing stock of the past couple of weeks. So I don't know when the hell gold's going to do anything. It's an irrational trade. No, because I don't view gold and BTC as the same thing. I'm not happy with what BTC is doing, but I don't. People view gold as a safe haven. It's advertised. Let me emphasize the word advertised as a safe haven. Take advantage of people who are scared shitless. Like, oh, go into this asset because you're going to be safe. But it's kind of a fool's errand. Look, it may not drop down to 0. I'll give you that. Gold's probably not going to do that. But at the same time, on the upside, you don't get you don't get any return. It may pace inflation, so it may be a good inflation play if you're really concerned about inflation and don't want to mess with stocks. I guess in the end, you just have to know why you're in gold. And why are you in it? I think that's a question to answer. That's a question to answer. I'm hating on gold personally. I'm not going to hate on 50 for having a stash of gold. It makes him feel safe. It's a feel. This is a feel product. This isn't a tradable product. I mean, it is, but everyone says, oh, when the zombie apocalypse hits, you're going to want gold. No, you're not. You're going to want food and water and bullets. No one's going to trade you for gold. Gold is a psychological trade, pure and simple. It's a fear trade, pure and simple. And apparently there's a lot of fear out there, but it ain't working so well. So personally, I'm just done with it. I mean, I wasn't in with it to begin with, but I'm just a little bit more done with it than I usually am, I guess. I'll trade a bullish setup. You know, we did that earlier in the year. Crossbows would be great, Justin. Crossbows would be great. I mean, yeah, we did good with gold earlier in the year. We had a nice move up. Um, worked out really good. Great gold trade. I forget how much I made on it. 20, 30, 40%. I don't know. In a 3 times ETF, whatever it was. It was nice. It was a great trade. But I don't know what the hell gold's doing right now. If they're scared of the Federal Reserve, gold's going to get crushed then because they're just going to start buying everything in sight and printing money. And it's not necessarily going to be causing inflation. Not really. Don't believe the hype with gold. Okay, and then we were looking at crossbows. Somebody wanted to look at crossbows. Okay, let's look at crossbows. No, that was Uber. Sorry. Let's lock our symbols again. Let's go to the 15-minute here on the left and the long term on the right. Holy screw Uber. No one is taking your sneezy backseat taxi today, apparently. Oh, Uber. Global pandemic will take you down. Yeah, pretty bad. Also, someone also, was it Rob? I'm trying to find, oh, there we go. Uber and Skyworks. Again, in the middle of a correction, I will wait for a follow-through day pretty much every time. Everybody here. I will wait for a follow-through day, especially in these uncertain situations, for sure. So I would not be buying Uber. I don't dip buy. I don't catch falling knives. It's just a rule of mine. And then Skyworks. Man. Skyworks is a pretty big leader in their field. I'll give them that. You know, just compound lists is all you can do. Just write lists why you like something, how much it's down. Just make lists because it's the tool you have right now that I think is going to do you really good. So let's do that. That being said, it's 7:15 in the morning. My family's not up yet because they're smart, and I'm an idiot sitting here talking to you guys about the markets. So let's do this. Let's make lists. Is this my personal profile? Oh, it is. This is my Real Crypto profile. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me... All right, so I'm going to start a new spreadsheet. Give me a second here. Short ad companies. Why are we shorting ad companies, Jake? What are they doing? Why short ad companies? Why would you short ad companies? Everyone's going to be on TV. I would think it's ad companies may do pretty good as maybe people push more into digital. I was thinking about that play. I mean, it's hard to say we're going to push more into digital, but we may push more into digital. However difficult that is. Okay, let me do a new spreadsheet. Oh, they cut advertising costs. Yeah, there we go, Jake. All right, yeah, good one. I didn't think about that. Yeah, they're going to start cutting budgets. That's a good point. Google's ads, Twitter's ads. Sorry about that. Okay, oh, you guys are looking at a cool scene. Sorry, I'm over here working on my other screen here. Had to blow my nose real quick. Okay, so I'm going to write down investing themes. So we're going to be short. Maybe I'll try to do it on this screen over here. We'll drop down to 1 just so everyone can see what I'm doing. For those of you that can see what I'm doing. Like what I did there? Yeah, I just did that. Okay. So this one may be all. There we go. Okay. So we're going to short volatility. The theme behind this is that as we stop having 10% days, this will rise. So basically, as the stock market finds some legs, we'll have some good. We'll be less volatile. So short volatility ETFs is probably a better way to say that. Next one up would be TQQQ purchase as the market bottoms. We're over 200% to the highs. Now, as I told you guys earlier, I was thinking about remortgaging my house to actually invest in this particular TQQQ strategy. The rationale here is that it would take between 4 to 5 years to get back to highs. In better case scenario, it obviously takes much less than that. Obviously, you could do it in a couple of years if all this is really, really short-lived. The VIX, however, to the upside would arguably only take weeks. So we can talk about time frames of trades. And then this would be the vehicle, and this is Y. Oh, I kind of like that little blue hue to it. It's too much blue. It's way too much dark blue. There we go. That'd be good. Okay. So TQQQ, you could pick some individual stocks. So I'm talking about bottoming right now and going on the way back up. I'm just kind of waiting for that situation. We know it's going to happen eventually. Airlines, UAL specifically, why they are super beaten up. Time frame for those to get back is 3 to 4 years probably. Next up would be what are some other ideas, guys, to get us happy again. So we got the Qs. Where the hell are the Qs? There are the Qs. Oh, they're up 2% right now. So our volatility is already kind of reducing a little bit. Well, so far yesterday was a crazy ass volatile day. We'll see about today. Morning, Eli. So these are things I'm thinking about right here. The TQQQ on the way back up. The UAL for airlines. Oh, Eli bought some Tesla. Very nice, very nice. 410. Bounce right off that 400 level. Maybe I should buy some Tesla. I was looking at 400. Where the hell did I get? That's weird. I trust your feeling that I would have airlines back in 1 year with a faster market recovery. Yeah, you'd be surprised sometimes how long things take to come back. Maybe it's 2 to 3 years. I'm just trying to play optimistic about the general stock market, though. I don't know. That's a tough one. I think it could be 4 to 5 years. If things just jump right back to normal, this could be a year to 2 years, really. It's just a function of I don't know, confidence, I guess. Function of confidence. So short volatility ETFs, this would work in the shorter term. We had Tesla. Am I going to buy some Tesla down here or not? It's a question I got. We did just hit that prior. Yeah, I got some cash. Let's buy a little bit of Tesla. Yeah, I'm buying a little bit of Tesla right here. Yeah, not as much as I had last time, but still gonna have some downside. But yeah, 416. That's a pretty good fill price, dude. That's pretty good. We were just at $1,000. Longer term hold right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then you got the Qs here. Still not a lot of confidence in any bounces at this stage of the game, but all right, Eli. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you stay safe too. If you get pulled over, shoot the cop. He's got coronavirus. You feared for your life. So I just bought a little bit of Tesla. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I mean Tesla. What's that Tesla? Why? It's freaking Tesla. Or not quite that word. Time frames. I don't know. 20 years for 10x. Won't be quite that long, but you catch my drift. Something like that. I think Tesla's always a good trade. Super, super cool stuff there. Gotta love Tesla, man. If you don't love Tesla, not that I can't trust you, but we need to have a serious conversation about your objectives in life. So, but yeah, 400 after being at 1,000, guys. This is pretty good. I don't want to say a gift because our market's still garbage right now, but that's we talked about didn't we talk about buying at 400? Does anyone not remember that? Anyone not remember me saying Tesla 400? Does anyone remember me sell Tesla at 950 and it got to 960? Anybody remember that? Anybody not remember that? I mean, you know, sometimes it is what it is. So 400. So basically bought 400. I'm listening to myself for the first time in my life. I'm telling you, man, I should refi my house and just start buying TQQQ. You said you'd buy it at 200 again. Yeah, I wish. We don't want to be down at 200 again. Under 500, Jake? Yeah. Yeah, we're there. We're there right now. Good calls. What's up, Floss Boss?
It didn't rain.
No, it rains tomorrow. I just checked my thing again. It rains tomorrow. Looks like a little cloudy right now. It's supposed to be sunny today. And so I was thinking about it. We'll build the rails around the outside today, and we're gonna have to paint it all today.
No, first we paint it and then we do rails. Please.
You want to paint first?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to cut the sides off of the overhang for the plywood. Okay, and then we'll. Okay. Oh yeah. So that's a good idea. We can do that. Sorry, my son walked in the room, and we are talking about our treehouse we're building. Ethan, you want to talk about your treehouse?
Yeah.
Pretty dope. It's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, so we put the floor in last night, rushed to put it in. And so I'm going to sand it, cut it, sand it, stain it. And it's going to rain for the next 3 days. One of my friend did go all in on Tesla. Hope he sold. Wow. I think Tesla's great. I didn't go all. I wish I would have went all in on Tesla. Shoot. All in on Tesla and then shorted the bubble or shorted the pandemic. That's a great trade right there. That's a fantastic trade. But yeah, definitely ready to go long Tesla right there. Oh, me? Oh, his friend. I don't know. My wife went all in at 900 because she doesn't listen to me. Retarded. Damn it. Should have listened to me. If she listened to me, she still wouldn't have sold. I don't know. I may have told her to sold, but 560 is not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. All right, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Siesta time. All right, Justin, go siesta and go get corona. Go get coronavirus. So Tesla, what's our Qs doing right now? Up 3.48%. I don't know. Oh, the SQ's been chopping up here. They're selling some SQs up here. Wow, the Qs are down, but the SQs are not up. Oh, that is interesting because I'm flat on my SQs right now. Wow. Wow. I wonder if the T's are no, they went down, but the SQ did not. SQ did not go up. There's distribution in the SQs, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. They're not following. I'm up 2% in Tesla though. So that is interesting. The SQQQ is definitely not performing like some of these other assets. Underperforming, as a matter of fact, by I'd say a significant margin. When you've got in the past 1, 2, 3, 4 days, this is down 10%, and then the past 4 days in the SQQQ, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're only up 10%. There's either a lot of distribution here, or something's going on. That's not kosher right there. That's not good at all on the SQs. I should have shorted the TQQQ. I can't shorten my account though, I don't think. But the yeah, what's the latest and greatest coronavirus fears here? Well, Tom Hanks is okay, so just go long. Short selling ban sweeps Europe in the hope of stemming stock market bleeding. Wow. No vote on cut. Monetary policy is not dead and helicopter money is an option. What's helicopter money? Hey, this is exactly what I've been saying the past week here. Analysts believe the monetary policy decisions will lead to higher debt in already indebted nations and not make people consume more. Absolutely, that is correct. They're screwing us. They are screwing us. Man, what a good time to be a big bank, you know? Just screw the world. Everyone's handing you money left and right. Oh, you need money? Here's money. You need money? Here's money. You need money? Here's money. They don't even ask why, for what, how. No, just if you need money. Here's money. Need money? Here's money. Need money? Here's money. I'll take 0% interest rate loan. Okay, let's look at the quick personal loan. What's my rates for a quick personal loan here? Let's see. 6% still. 6.2%. It's bull. It's bull. 6%. Ethan. Can't do sounds like that, bud. Personal loan bank. Okay, fine. Bank of America. Yeah, I won't get any live rates, but darn it, if you're a person trying to get something, you can't get nothing but all these stupid banks. Really horribly annoying right there. United Airlines down another 9% today. That's pretty significant. Apple looks like coming down off of its early run. Let's take a look at it. Apple early on. Where'd we open? 6:30. So okay, there's our little gap. There's our open gap. And so far we're maintaining. We came down and filled the gap. And then maybe on our way back up. Microsoft, 3%. Let's go back to the daily. With coronavirus, I think the question generally is what shoes are left to drop. SLV, no, Rob. I'm not a precious metals, dude. I'm not. I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. I don't even care. If this rallies 800% from here and you call me stupid for not buying a 12-year low, doesn't matter to me. You know, the market is not about how much you can make. It's about making the right trade. It's about making the right trade. Put it to you this way. The NASDAQ is not at a 12-year low. And what's performed better in the last 12 years, the NASDAQ or the silver? I'd much rather be in NASDAQ. There doesn't have to be something to it, Rob. Part of the thing about, maturing while doing this and the part of the journey I've gone through is that you have to let stuff that's not in your purview go. You just have to let it go. If oil's rallying and you don't trade oil very often, if you see like a perfect, if you're a technical trader like I am, and you see a really, like gold, if you see a really great technical setup, I don't mind trading anything, but you don't go jumping into gold because gold has this thing, or oil. I'm sorry, I was using oil, not gold, because oil has this thing. If you don't trade cotton, and all of a sudden you hear something great about cotton, you don't just go trade cotton. Now, if it has a great chart pattern, you can trade cotton, but you know it has to be in your wheelhouse. My wheelhouse is chart patterns analysis, general market, equities, and that's pretty much where I live. I traded, like I said, that gold rally, but I'm not going to start making macro predictions on gold and SLV, any of that stuff. It's if you want it, that's fine. Go research it. Go live it for a while. Just literally live it. Trade it every day. You don't have to day trade it, but you have to understand what affects it. You have to and that, in all honesty, can take years unless you really have a great mentor that really knows that market and is willing to mentor you for that. But it can take, even with a mentor, it can take years. You've got to see up cycles. You've got to see down cycles. You've got to see all kinds of different environments to really know what's going on, to be able to put that big picture together in your head. But I will not be buying SLV. I will not be buying GLD. I'll be buying the TQQQ with 200% on the table, and in at least in time a guaranteed trade. That's basically a guaranteed trade. For the Nasdaq to go back to all-time highs, I don't know if it's going to take 5 years or 6 months. I don't know, but it's guaranteed to get back up there. And with a 1% expense ratio on the TQQQ, I'm not mad holding that. Not mad holding that at all. So yeah, I really, stay within your wheelhouse. It's not a bad thing. Jake says, I think this is the bottom of crypto, even if it looks very weak right now. Oh, you mean the recent capitulation move? Yeah, I mean I hope so. Hexo down another 34%. I hope so. I don't have a tremendous amount of hopes right now for crypto. I'm not throwing the market away either, though. That was a pretty good capitulation candle, and it could qualify as a capitulation candle, which is what everyone's been waiting for. But if you remember, in 2015, after capitulation came 1 year sideways market. So we may go into something like that. I don't know, but it's been hopefully it's been able to maintain a little bit, which is good. So market chilling right now, which is actually a pretty good sign. Let's take a look at those short volatility names, which is the SXVY. What? SVXY, excuse me. Which today's up a little bit. And then you've got the ZIV and the EXIV. Now this EXIV, keep in mind, this is London. This is London velocity shares 1 times inverse. Oh man. Oh my. There's the ZIV and there is the SXVY. I think that's the more liquid of the names. And this one has a pretty good 137% back up. If we go normal at some point, I think that could take a number of weeks too, but still 137% for a number of weeks. I'm not mad at it. It can, yeah. Okay, so I wonder if this thing has any options. Always looking to get myself into more trouble. Always looking to get myself into more trouble. All right, come on, options program. Spin up. There we go. What is this? SXVY? SVXY. It does have options. Holy crap. What? This thing has options? What? Going out to 2022? Are you kidding me? Okay, so what's our target? Let's get back up to 59. And let's just say, wow, 513%. Oh, how much money are you willing to lose? That's insane. So a leap on this one, going back to 59. That's got to be a reverse split. When's that? 2015? 2015, 2016. Crazy. Let's say it gets back to 46. Yeah, see, that's not as good. I'd rather just trade it straight up. That's pretty amazing, though. This thing has options. That's nuts. What were the TQQQ options? See, the TQQQ, we've looked at TQQQ options. They don't really work that well. This year's going to be crazy. So much stuff happening this year. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, interesting situation. We got the market bouncing a little bit here, up about 4%. You know, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, there's going to be some more things coming. We're already in a bunch of quarantines, so maybe we pause around here for a while until things get more draconian around the U.S. If that happens. I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, I can't believe it. Market's down 10%, and I'm down 7% in this thing. Wow. I mean, much rather short the TQQQ, which I don't think I can do, in my account. Look at that. There's 4 days ago. Perfect, 35%, just like it should be. But not the SQQQ. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, at the end of 5 days ago, up 35%. 2, 3, 4, 5. Only up 11%. So getting screwed on the SQQQ. Absolutely screwed on it. A lot of distribution into that one, I think. Yeah, that's a shame. It's really a shame. Doesn't do what it's advertised. Welcome to real life, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, have a good day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.